Right Honourable Speaker, the committee proposes the following amendment. In sub-rule 1 and A, in sub-rule 1, by inserting immediately after the word shirt, the words cravat and flaps. B, the other time I tried to explain to colleagues what cravats and flaps are. The presiding officer now is putting on a cravat. The flaps are those which they are distinct from the cravat. B, by deleting sub-rule 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, in sub-rule 1A, by substituting for sub-paragraph 2 the following: decent dress with sleeves or dress with jacket. B, by substituting for paragraph 3 the following: decent blouse with sleeves and decent skirt or decent trouser, or decent blouse with jacket and decent skirt or decent trouser. C, by deleting sub-paragraph 4. 3, by inserting immediately after sub-rule to the following: a member attending House or committee meeting who does not adhere to the dress code prescribed in sub-rule 1A shall be cited for being out of order, and the presiding officer shall order the member to withdraw immediately from the House or committee and return when dressed in accordance with the rules. 4, for purposes of this rule, decent means dressing in a manner that is socially acceptable and generally considered to be smart, good, reasonable, and portrays a good image of Parliament. Justification: to maintain decorum and dignity of Parliament. But I'll do some explanation on the justification. Honourable colleagues, members of Parliament should be an inspiration to the public. The way we speak and the way we dress and the way we conduct ourselves. We cannot have a house and it's like a market. People come dressed in all manner of curtain materials. And we have a problem, right, Honourable Speaker. We know the work, the very good work done, for example, by our staff, the doorkeepers. They are very, very good members of staff. But sometimes a member walks in like a doorkeeper. You don't know whether is this a doorkeeper or this is a member of Parliament. 3, colleagues, sometimes our staff are smarter than the MPs. So it is in pursuit of decorum, of respect, that we think we should not only be MPs but appear to be members of Parliament. And that's why we are proposing this. Right, Honourable Speaker, you've got this thing called, is it Mandela shirt? Everybody walks in here, and so without mentioning individual names, I think it is time to look in our rules such that we give that impression, that image of what a member of Parliament should be. And this is not too much to ask, honourable colleagues. For those of you who are professionals, everybody knows that, for example, the lawyers, they know how they dress in courts of law. Doctors, even nurses, they dress in a particular way to, 1, distinguish them from their patients. Lastly, about the UPDF. 1, the membership of the UPDF in this House is constitutional. Nobody should think that this rule in any way touches the status of members of the UPDF in this House. That's number 1. Number 2, I've heard people say that we are banning UPDF uniform from the House. Far from the truth. No person in his sound mind can do that, because certainly it will be unconstitutional. However, just look at the member of the UPDF currently seated in this house. Extremely smart. Just look at them, they're extremely smart. And there is also another pair of uniform which they use. They have, it's something like a khaki. The upper one is like a plain khaki, but it's also plain, and then they put in something green. It is sort of ceremony, I think. I don't know how they call it, but it is some khaki shirt up. Smart. And in any case, the UPD officers here should be identified sometimes by their own ranks. So they cannot come here dressed in civilian uniform. We would like them to come here, if they so wish, in their uniform. Then I can say Kano Nekesa, I can say General Mujira, because their ranks are on their shoulders and they can only be in uniform. However, we have one exception, which we are proposing, that our UPDF officer should not put combat uniform when they are in the house. They must door. Why? Because ordinarily, right?
Continue.
If you can save
Please continue.
this house from on pay. Because generally, these are supposed to be, for example, like a combat materials or uniforms, or even if they are dressed in their own camouflage, or even in their own barracks and so, that is okay. But when you are here, like we are prescribing a dress code for members of parliament, even us, we are not allowed to come here dressed as the way we wish. But we are saying in the rules we should dress this way. So we do request that the UPDF officers dress formally, smartly, like we see them now. We have no objection. Madam Chair, I beg to move.